What's going on, everybody? It's just another day in the kitchen, back with another episode, and today we're talking about the fact that Marcus Jordan and Trophyroom have another sneaker collab releasing this year, so stick around to find out more about it. Now, as you can see, I've been covering his sneaker releases for quite a few years now, so I figured who better than the Orlando native himself to cover this release, given that Trophyroom exists here in Orlando. Now, word on the sneaker streets is that we've got another Trophyroom collab coming up this upcoming December. And shout out to Twitter users Brandon, Ian, and Mr. Unloved Ones for bringing us the latest news. And as you can see, the expected retail is about $150. Now, if you don't know about the relationship, Marcus Jordan is of course the son of none other than the greatest of all time, Michael Jordan. And a couple of years ago here in Orlando, he decided to open up a store basically dedicating, everything to his dad. And although he did attend my local University of Central Florida where he had a failed basketball career, lately the only headlines he's been making are for dating none other than Larsa Pippen. But enough about that. In his spare time, he does run the Trophyroom store, and as you can see, he has had a couple of good collabs over the years, my favorite of which being the most recent Jordan 1 collab, which are the Trophyroom ones right here. And if you haven't seen the review for them, make sure you check out the links in my description. Now, this sneaker is really infamous because it caused a lot of controversy given that they became available ahead of the release and it was really bad. Here's none other than Benjamin Kicks, a famous sneaker reseller who of course posted these before release, and the photo went viral and had a lot of sneakerheads really upset. Now, the craziest part of this Trophyroom Jordan 1 release was just last year it was confirmed when these photographs surfaced that Marcus Jordan, the son of Michael Jordan, was personally selling these sneakers ahead of release to other resellers. I don't know how you guys feel, but in the comments, let me know. Personally, I think that that's really lame, and it says a lot about who he is, the fact that he had to backdoor his own sneakers, but it is what it is. The most recent release from Trophyroom Jordan Collabs are, of course, these Air Jordan 7s, as you guys can see. And from what I understand, it was actually a fair release, locally anyway, and some resellers and sneakerheads I even know personally were able to get a pair. The way it worked was, of course, you signed up online for an in-store raffle, and they did give them out. Personally, I like these Jordan 7s, and they're a slept-on silhouette, and they kind of remind me of the Carmines with the silhouette, so personally, I don't hate them, and I'm kind of glad that they released just because the Jordan 7 doesn't get a lot of love. Now, my first interaction with actual Trophyroom releases was just a couple of years ago when the Air Jordan Trophyroom 5s released, and if you haven't seen that release, go ahead and check that out in the description where you can see how it actually went down here in Orlando. And there was some trickery to that as well as some backdooring, so definitely check it out. Now, as per reselling conditions, as you can see, this is just a screenshot of the most recent collabs, and I expect these to fetch a couple hundred, if not $1,000. I think that the Air Jordan 1 Low is super trendy, and you're going to see here in just a moment why I believe that, but let me know in the comments what you think overall. Now, of course, later this week, or even this month rather, we've got the release of these Travis Scott Air Jordan 1 Lows, and he's kind of been responsible for the wave I think we've been seeing, in addition to the Dunks, of course. And honestly, throughout this year and the past year, I've been seeing a lot of dope silhouettes, which I think are pretty clean overall. And I think that this is honestly just another part of the Jordan brand agenda to kind of push that silhouette. If you get what I mean, let me know in the comments if you agree. And I wanted to also share one of my favorite pickups from just last year, which are these Jordan 1 Low Rust Pink. But ultimately, the message that I'm trying to convey is that I think that Trophyroom is smart for doing this Jordan 1 Low collab just because we've been seeing them a whole lot more, and I think the public in general is more receptive to them. Overall, I don't think it's good that they're rewarding Trophyroom and Marcus Jordan with another sneaker just because they have been quite literally caught backdooring. And let me know in the comments if you agree, but I get it because who's going to tell Michael Jordan's own son, like, no, you're not allowed to have more sneaker collabs? So with all that said, let me know in the comments what you think. Let me know if you'll be copying these. If you want my honest opinion, they're probably being backdoored as we speak right now. But if you made it this far, thanks for watching, of course, guys. Stay safe. Let me know your thoughts, and thanks for cooking with the kitchen. Peace. Make sure y'all like and subscribe, by the way.